This season on High Stakes Poker.
I can already picture Gabe Kaplan with that dope voice saying, and on tonight's episode, we'll have our first $1 million pot of the new season.
I feel like you have total dog. Show me a 4. Oh, wow. Holy.
All in. This is insane. It's just such a monster raise.
Your nothing beats my nothing.
It's got ease on it.
Rick's out here treat me like Paris Hilton. I can't do anything about it.
That's going to be everywhere, that hand. It's going to haunt you.
I like to play fast.
I like to play fast.
I just go up to my ball in front of people, everything. I like to just...
Hit it, go.
You are...
Pick it up.
Can I tell you, bro?
That's my...
All in.
All in.
I'm all in.
All in.
Oh, holy.
Really?
I don't think I've ever prayed this hard for anything.
Do I fold that? Oh, I wonder what a good player would do.
Oh, man. This one's going to make the YouTubes.
The biggest game in town is back.
The money they're playing for is real. It's their own money. It's coming right out of their pocket.
I'm all in.
$300,000 in cash with a 4 high.
Now the pot is almost $550,000. And we're now looking at the biggest pot in the history of high stakes poker.
I'm all in. These ladies ain't ladies unless they're your ladies. Got their hands on a monster. That's what it takes. If you got what it takes, you can play high stakes.
Well, it's been a minute, hasn't it? Nearly 10 years have passed. The players are a little older. There are a lot of new faces, but the good news is we look and sound the same. Ain't that right, Gabe?
Speak for yourself, buddy.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that.
We're going to start out the season showing pictures of our 3 fashion icons. I think John Robert and Rick Solomon, when they woke up this morning, they looked in the mirror and said, what does this outfit need? A scarf.
That's a $600 Gucci hat, by the way.
Well, this season, AJ, we're going to have some old school players, some new school players, a few middle school players. It's going to be an interesting mix. Some of our old players are back, but not a lot, so it's going to be good to see these new guys and how they play.
And there's Nick Petrangelo opening up.
That's Petrangelo, not Pentangeli.
No, it's not.
Although he wants us to call him Nicky Five Angels.
I'm not going to say no to that. The blinds are 4 and 800. Rick Solomon has put the $1,600 straddle on this game. And he promptly leaves, which is a little surprising to everybody.
What's happening here? Wasted $1,600 right off the bat. What just happened?
And Schwimmer defends his button, throws in 3,500 with a 6-7 off.
He hits nothing. Nicky Five Angels still has the best hand with 2 3s, but Schwimmer turns an open-end straight draw. So let's see how these guys play this. Be interesting, our first look at these players. Nicky Five Angels checks, and Schwimmer's going to bet here with his draw.
9,500.
Nice hand, buddy.
Time for me to go.
Schwimmer, former Major League Baseball player with the Philadelphia Phillies, now trying to take his 6'8", 240-pound frame into the poker game.
Bulk is important in poker.
Stack Size is brought to you by Poker King. Bryn Kenny and Rick Solomon bought in for a biscuit under 500 grand.
Right, this is not a tournament. This is a cash game, so this is what these players bought in for. Bren and Rick bought in for $500,000, and Nicky brought in for $200,000, so we're off.
On the flop. In a 2-card game.
That's our high-stakes poker globe, which reminds the players that they're in Las Vegas. Some of them tend to forget where they are at times.
He wanted to play. That's for sure. Well, here, he probably just told he couldn't come. Yeah.
JRB's Twitter handle is Broke Living.
I see you did all your research. You got all your notes.
Yeah. I'm looking at his wardrobe.
Well, he raised it up at the wrong time because Brent has got an ace-king.
3 raised 20.
Kenny 3-bet 20 grand.
Wow, you've come a long way. You got the 3-bet down.
Yeah, I've been polishing up.
You've been polishing up.
Yeah.
Only problem is, I don't think Brent's going to get a call here.
It's different than a normal table, right? Yeah.
JRB's broke enough. He doesn't want to put in another $14,000 with a 9-4.
No, it wasn't. Maybe, but that one wasn't.
We spoke to poker's all-time tournament money leader, Bryn Kenny, about what this show means to him.
Oh, well, just like the words high stakes poker to me, it's like everything that I love, you know, playing high stakes versus pros and recreational players who love to play, swinging large amounts and laughing while doing it and having a great time. There's nothing better for me.
There's a rule in poker, AJ, that if you're the all-time money leader, you have to wear a hat doing your interviews.
Well, you know, he grew up watching Phil Locke's Hood and Doyle Brunson's Stetson.
Ah, the old days. Well, here in the new days, Rick Solomon, in true Rick Solomon fashion, has raised it up with a 6 deuce.
Stephen calls with an ace queen. What's
Well, the new Dwan is just going to call.
Yeah.
I call.
Would have done it. That would have done it. That would have done it.
JRB and Brandon flop aces.
And Rick's got a pair and a flush draw. He's actually the favorite. Look at that, 43% to win this hand.
Rick Solomon comes in with a $12,000 continuation bet.
Continuation bet? Is this the same, AJ? Where did you get these terms? Continuation bet.
I bought a book.
Does the book say anything about JRB making a good lay down there? No help for Rick, and he promptly checks.
It's got to be brutal.
21.
No chance of Rick going out for that $21,000 bet there.
Dude, I just am realizing, I think I accidentally bought in for 100K instead of 200.
Oh my God.
Dude, I swear I'm looking at my chips. I'm like, I know I'm not down 100, right?
You could
Am I
have
down
just,
100? Did I lose 100 already? Sorry,
could have
boys.
just zipped it in over those. You had 30,000 out there. You had 100.
That's okay, JRB. Buy in for the whole 200. If you lose, you could rob a liquor store. You're all dressed for it.
I big ham. I big ham. Yes.
I was hoping you had King 10 club. Like, yeah, that would have been a good hand. That would have been a really good hand, yeah. Then you would have got there.
We're off and running on the reboot of High Stakes Poker. It's not the same, but it's not all that different either.
We see another Rick Solomon special. He's raising it up to 3,000 with a 9 deuce suited. Brandon's just going to call with the 7s.
And Dwan's going to come over the top.
15,000. Now that's the Tom Dwan we know and love.
Exactly.
So we got the 7s out, we got the 4-3, and the 9 deuce still in the pot. Tom hits an open end straight draw, and I think this hand is going to be Oshimai.
Oh.
18.
Yeah, maybe. But I was going for it.
Have some bigger hands coming up.
Yeah.
That's kind of the dream when you shoot it up there, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, one of them. Stupid story.
Timing.
We don't know exactly what Rick said, but
I think I saw congratulations, my good friend.
yeah, I think that was it.
You with the 9 deuce, huh?
City first travel, no C4, 3,000. 3,000 travel.
Oh man, I miss playing poker with you, Rick.
Yes. Oh, well.
Well, if you raise it up to 3,000 with a 9 deuce of hearts, you got to raise it up to 3,000 with a 7-8 of hearts.
Got that right. 5 angels,
7.
3 bets to 7.
He thinks Rick is weak and he wants to get alone with Rick in this hand. He's got the button. And Swimmer looks like he senses something's going on here. He's going to raise it up to 21,000.
JRB wakes up with 8
Yeah, Schwimmer just swim right into them. Let's watch the imaginations JRB goes through here before he raises.
Fly all the way here from Hong Kong and yesterday.
30 grand, they can fly. Really look at it.
JRB bet 60,000.
That's a 5 bet. That's 30,000 per twin, and that's going to be the end of this hand, I think.
I don't think he's going to pay it.
I had absolute cheese.
Oh, wow.
Couldn't resist.
Yep.
I had my good luck hand. It's not a good actual hand.
Deuce 9?
But
Jack
it's a good
4?
luck hand. It's my ace 4, my baseball UVA number.
Oh,
Let's
that's
pick it up. I can't call that.
Ace 4?
14 in college.
I was going to say, how's an
Stupid
ace
good
a
luck.
number? Yeah, 1, okay. Man, I was at 7-4. What the was I doing?
You had 7-4?
Yeah. I mean, so he put 3,000 out there. It's like, let's go, you know?
Hearts.
I can tell you from experience, attacking Rick Straddle with the 7-4 is not going to work out well for you in the long run.
I gotta learn for
He's
myself.
not much of a folder.
I gotta learn for myself.
Not much of a folder. If he folded 20% of the time, it might be a valuable move. Notice it took a raise, a re-raise for him to fold.
I had 7-8 of hearts. I was whining. I was like,
Oh, yeah. If I called him, I knew you were coming.
yeah.
I thought about flatting. I had a monster.
Well, Dwan's got jacks, but Schwimmer's just flopped 2 pair.
This hand could be interesting. There's a draw-heavy board out there.
55. Raise to 17.
Raise to 17,000.
Well, what will Mr. Tom Dwan do with his overpair?
Call.
He's going to watch the next card come off, see what it is.
4 clubs.
Very safe card.
No draws has to be good news for me, I would think.
Interestingly, Schwimmer says he's not drawn,
33.
33,000.
and he's being honest, and I think Tom Dwan knows it.
33.
Pretty much saying, I have a hand.
Do they let you run things twice here or no?
It's going to play just like a cash game.
That was a brilliant statement from JRB. It's going to play like a cash game because it is a cash game.
33?
33. Call.
Ace on the river.
Interesting card.
Don't like that card.
It's your buddy? It's your buddy, huh?
I thought so.
I'm just trying to squeeze out an extra 20. He can't fold for 20.
I think everybody realizes that Schwimmer's got the best hand here, including Dwan, but there's too much money in the pot.
Yeah.
Thank you. See, I got a free 20 out of it.
It's not good news.
That's 10-9, right?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good bet there, Mike.
Hey, get a free 20, you know?
That was a pretty good bet there.
Friends like
And
that,
the ace was a very bad card.
What's up, Michael?
By the way, you made that bet against Tom at the right year, because 7 years ago, he might have just emptied the clip on you.
And if he did that, I was folding like a cheap suit.
Really?
No, hell no. You know me better than that. Come on.
The old Tom
I'm
Dwan
not-
might have just emptied the clip on you right there, bro. I strongly don't suggest you make that play against Bryn.
It'd be crazy if you weren't.
cheese.
If you weren't dead.
Michael, that was pretty impressive. I'm sitting here thinking about it. That was pretty impressive.
Dude, that was a great value bet. Value bet
Turn on,
squeeze.
it was impressive. Conversation.
Yeah.
Dude. Did you hear him ask me, did they run it twice here?
I know, I'm saying the entire conversation was perfect.
I'm like, dude,
The timing
please,
was so
just
good.
know that Tom's seen that 1,000 times, buddy.
What hasn't Tom seen in the
Did they
football
run
is
it?
what I
Did they
wanna
run it
know.
twice here? I'm like, oh.
Well, I
my
mean, I was seriously. That part was a genuine question.
I understand.
Yeah, the timing of it.
I don't know how this stuff works.
Did you think he was about to just send it in and you were going to be up against the 6 draw?
In the meantime, Tom Dwan is raised with 9-7 suited and is being chased by 2 ace-jacks.
Queen. I mean, that's what I had.
Queen Jack of spades. And
Why?
you're just
Yeah,
like,
have spades, and he would have shoved.
He bets 4,000.
You bet 4,000 me.
And the ace-jacks go away.
You almost talked me into it. So they run
No bet on the ace is what made me.
Just getting warmed up, though Michael Swimmer is in mid-season form.
Do they let you run things twice here or no? I don't like that card. You know, in Major League Baseball was when I started, team flights with, Cliff Lee, Jonathan Papelbon, Cole Hamels. We'd always kind of go in the back of the plane, and that's when the buy-ins got pretty hefty. And I was, as the rookie, I wouldn't buy in for as much as they would buy in for, but I did really well on those plane flights. Now the competition, I'm sure today is going to be a little stiffer than baseball players, but that was my first foray into more of the high stakes game.
Poker at 30,000 feet. That's as high as it gets.
All right, stay away from the jokes.
Well,
No plane jokes, no cruise jokes.
Out.
Just stick to poker.
They're
all right?
out. Okay. Rick raises with Jack-7.
Well, Juan has got ace-king suited, so we can have a little raise here.
15 grand from Dwan.
And an insta-call from Rick with the Jack-7 suited. Has got an inside straight draw with a backdoor flush possibility.
18.
Tom bets 18,000.
Both of them just going to get a water.
Okay.
Rick calls. And Rick makes the best hand here.
Check.
Juan checks.
22.
And Rick puts his foot on the gas and bets the jacks. Juan just calls.
6 on the river.
Rick is convinced he has the best hand. He bets 50,000, putting Tom on a hand like maybe 2 10s.
That's straight.
Wasn't exactly a straight.
Yeah, I know. On the river? 7-10? No, 7 Jack. Oh.
Before play began, Tom Dwan told us what the early days of high-stakes poker were like for him.
So I talked about high stakes poker a lot. People have asked me questions over these years, and one thing I'll usually say is when those shows were filmed, it was a lucky time for me. I think I don't remember each exact year, but often quite at the top of my no-limit game and usually a bit ahead against most of the people in the game. But I think a lot of days maybe that should have meant I rated to be the biggest winner by a little bit, or one of the biggest winners. And instead I happened, there was probably a little bit of a skill edge, but I happened to get really lucky also. And so every decision I made, I just looked like a genius. And obviously I've played plenty of shows or tournaments or whatever where I ran bad, but high stakes poker was not one of them. I ran pretty good, so.
I agree that ran pretty good. He still hasn't bought a shirt, though.
Does he still go by Durr?
I haven't heard it too much. He seems to be playing a little different, and I think it's not as entertaining, but I think he's going to be more successful with this style. He seems to be reading people pretty well. Seems to be more in tune to the game.
Interesting.
Seems to be like...
I thought Schwimmer's favorite hand was ace-4. Now he's raised to 7,000 with ace-deuce.
A good friend in your building.
That was his number in junior high.
Yeah.
Getting finished like this month. It's cool.
At the one?
No, in Miami.
6-10 jack on the flop.
Helly lives in the building.
Helly owns the building?
Vaughn flops 2 pair.
Oh, he lives there.
Nick hits his jack, and everybody checks.
8 on the turn.
Now we're going to see some action.
Pharrell, he bought the from Pharrell. It's really nice.
But that board is much more dangerous now.
Tom bet 17,000.
I enjoy Miami, but like
Miami's
a month
fun.
a year. Month a year.
What do you like about Miami?
So I believe Nick's just going to call. Tom bet on the flop. He might have got a raise.
So you mean to tell me you're having a challenge in the West Coast?
No, but I have California got bad taxes. I ain't getting it.
Juan's trying to figure out what to bet. What would you bet here, AJ?
At least $35.
I think he's going to do more.
Bet's 45,000 here.
46, but we're both getting old, buddy.
Yeah, I missed that shot.
All right, that's good.
Two queens, Nick?
Not quite.
Next best.
That's what we're used to seeing.
All right, that's good.
Tom Dwan raking pots on high stakes poker.
Get this game out of the muck. 32 sleeper. 3.
It's mud, JRB, not muck.
33 sleeper.
Remind me again what sleeper is, Gabe.
It's an additional straddle that's only in effect if the players in between you and the big blind go out. In this case, it was only Bryn, and he went out, so the sleeper is live.
Straddle tactic. Your boy likes you.
Goodness, what a great time to pick up 2
Your
fives.
boy likes you.
Dwan 3 bets to 10,000.
And JRB is laughing for no apparent reason.
He's all mucked up.
I'm all mucked up. I'm all mucked up.
Takes me back.
You would have folded.
And Mike Baxter's back. Remember Mike?
Oh, that was a great rendition, yeah. That's when we had our good voices, you know.
Nobody. And the old Tom Dwan tries to take the pot here, but Mr. Baseball has other ideas.
Raise 45.
That's a power pitch. Raised to 45,000.
He seems to know Tom. And he thinks there's a good chance Tom has nothing here. Wait, here comes old Tom Dwan. Nope. He goes away.
Old Tom would empty the clip.
Yeah, these guys know the difference between old Tom and new Tom.
Spicy. He likes you a lot. Michael, what time is your meeting?
I gotta go 4:40.
All right.
All day. He's got me all day tomorrow.
Raise 7.
Brandon Steven raises to
Like this
7,000.
group right here. We may just lock the doors.
Yeah, I'm in.
Dwan's going to call.
Stay till Saturday. Whoever wins all the money just has to give it back. You know, like maybe they have to take a little loan.
Usually I'm done straddling. For now. I'll take that bet.
489 on the flop.
When was the last time you played a poker tournament?
March.
Same as me.
Yeah. What's the deal?
4 on the turn.
And that's it.
Yeah. I mean, you could play like some small buy-ins.
But right now with the test,
Schwimmer takes a stab at it.
Big ones that don't want to
He
do
does have the best
Well,
hand.
I don't see like main events coming anytime soon. Maybe like high rollers can hop in.
Yeah, high rollers.
That'll do it.
Yeah, we gotta get. What's carry? Is carry on that at all? Like, can we play with like 15 people or something?
Even more. I mean, you do the test of.
People will be itching to play for sure. Can have like a nice 300, 500K buy-in going for sure.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, the high roller, like it's a small group of people. You don't need a lot of staff. I mean.
Yeah, there should be like some super high roller bowl.
Sure. Yeah. Whatever.
300K or 500K with like one re-entry or so.
Because like the thing when the last 200Ks we played online, where no one wanted to play them.
Yeah.
They weren't good. Gotta go live.
Yeah.
How many Ks in your home game, AJ?
We're working on 1K.
Intercat, the online cash game is dead.
K Sarah.
It was good while it lasted. That was fun as hell.
Actually, this guy for it just took like 500 on the site.
Okay.
Like he started juicing his account at least.
500. So is he gonna do 2 table with 1 buy on both?
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least he got some going at least.
Right.
There were a lot of games there, right?
Yeah, it was fun.
No limit?
Yeah, it was either 5-1 or
Jack
5-1,
Queen
2.
3 on the flop.
Bryn's flop top pair. Schwimmer open end straight draw.
You've been playing poker all the time.
Oh. Okay, fine.
I'm trying to get 7 out of my hand.
Sometimes I never play more than 2 tables, but sometimes there's 4 going.
Insta call from Bryn, no raise.
King on the turn.
That's a straight from Mr. Baseball.
That's 16,000.
Definitely not.
Bryn's probably just going to call here. He's got an open end straight draw now.
Raise 45.
8 on the river.
None of the flushes get there.
Schwimmer bets 40,000.
Schwimmer's created a lot of action today. Bryn might think he's missed a draw, like a diamond draw. I think he's probably going to. Yeah, there it goes.
Oh, wow. Like that 9-10, don't you?
It's coming in hot. You gotta ride the hot hand.
Meetings Monday at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Push it back.
Nick wants Schwimmer to pitch a few more innings.
For me personally, I was a pitcher, and I may not have had the most natural talent as a pitcher, but the reason I believe I've been able to make it to the major leagues and pitch was really by modeling out hitters and looking for reads and tells and what they're looking for. I didn't have to necessarily have any great pitches, but I threw 4, and my best pitch was with the pitch I thought the hitter did not want to see. And it's very similar to pitchers. The bad part is poker players are way better at hiding than hitters are. They're pretty obvious in what they're looking for and what they want to see. But those type of skills, I believe, do translate to poker.
Well, AJ's like Puggy Pearson used to say, time will tell, young man, time will tell.
2-7. That's what you're wishing for, is 2-7.
I'm hoping to lose like 120K pot, have 100,000, and just be able to zip it in every time.
It's a good plan, man.
Isn't it?
It's good to have goals.
I mean, I guess you can use
It's
it.
18,000 with ace king.
The online game, they made a table that was.
And him and Bryn are involved
again.
again.
5-1-2, but before that, before they fixed it, you could dead.
9-7-4 on the flop.
Bryn checks, but it wasn't his turn to check. Schwimmer was first.
Crazy.
20,000.
He throws 20,000 in.
Dude, it went for a good solid.
No, I mean like the 5, 1, 2, 4, 8.
Before they changed their software, but you used to have to click.
Bryn's going to call here, which you would expect.
So you could like click it by accident, up and just post like a dead.
Ace on the turn.
And Bryn checks again out of turn. Don't know what's going on here.
Would just like run it all Malinowski, Limulus. He was playing everything, and Vic played 4-8.
And Schwimmer bets 35,000.
You like it?
Yeah.
Bryn's thinking of calling here, and he's giving Schwimmer. He's going to call. He's giving Schwimmer a lot of credit for craftiness.
Correct. He would cold 4-bet 7-2 off and show it.
10 on the river.
So it's pretty. He lost $1 million.
And again, he checked out of turn.
He was firing.
He's played in a lot of tournaments. Surprises me to see him check 3 times out of turn.
Right.
But it was 10.
Everything's coming up roses. Wow.
Stay consistent.
So
I think you saved that. Bet in the river by
he's disconnecting in the middle of like 200-300K pots.
Wow. Good check on the river, buddy. That was the only opportunity for you to make another 130,000.
I don't know why I got flush draw. I got spooked.
Good check on the river. 130 is what I said. Another 130 was live.
You wouldn't check that river?
Huh?
After he already checked.
Oh, you noticed that? You noticed that? That was pretty good.
I don't think so either. Funny as shit. Bryn checks out a turn and he bets and then comes on top of him.
Yeah. Yeah. You got screwed because Bryn accidentally checked out a turn.
He was playing the whole hand out of turn.
You could have made
played the whole hand out of turn. It freaked me the out. What is he doing? Did you know you were out of turn? Be honest.
No.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought too. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm taking a look at this.
No, not even.
What the heck?
That's pretty funny.
It freaked me out that I didn't even bet the ace king on the river, but I did
You
flush draw
can't play
king.
this big. No.
It's not even about playing. It's more like I just haven't been smoking so much. I've been like super focused on like health and training.
Yeah, you look good. You've been working out a lot.
Health and training for what, Jack?
For life.
Schwimmer must have been listening to the conversation. He missed definitely a bet on the turn.
Yeah.
Could have won some more money in that
We'll
hand.
get in good shape finally.
He played the whole hand out of turn. It freaked me the out. I'm like, what is he doing? Did you know you were out of turn? Be honest.
No.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought too. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm taking a look at this.
High stakes poker continues from Las Vegas, and hey, we're all a little rusty. Even Bryn Kenny. Nick with the Cowboys.
2,000.
Min raise here to 2,000.
8,000.
And Schwimmer finds another favorite hand.
I think his no-hit is going to be over right now. Nick is just figuring out how much, and here it comes.
50 grand.
Wish I knew your style more right now. Good bet.
Kind of, that would be a good speech to make if you had aces right there. I wish I knew your style more. Okay, I call.
Well, I knew if I shove all in, is it a snap call or would it be?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea. There's a good chance he had nothing.
I don't think he's made over 17 million in live tournament winnings, raising with nothing.
Well, as Ed McMahon used to say, you are correct, sir.
Have like some favorites and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Ed.
I like them all though.
Let's take a look at the stack sizes brought to you by Poker King. And as you can see, Schwimmer's doing well. Good night tonight.
He's a big winner. Bryn Kinney's a big loser. Everybody else pretty much as they started.
No, but no poker.
That's like for half hour.
Yeah, I got you.
I never would have needed it.
Very dangerous situation here. Rick Solomon with aces. And the new Tom Dwan dodges the bullet. Wow.
Sometimes I look over and it's like giving away one of your kids or something.
I really don't.
There's no more bullets in the deck.
I like folding, but
AJ, you're amazing this year. You notice how many aces are in the deck? I don't believe this.
Getting good. But I'm not bowling. I'm reading about poker.
Pre-flop too. You have no committed.
Queen 10-6 on the flop.
Your hands, but it just pains you.
But I mean, look, now I got a few minutes going on. I got
No
nothing to
justification
do.
needed. I hear you, man. I feel you. It's all about this little pop.
Schwimmer calls with the inside straight draw.
And jack on the turn.
Needed the king, got a jack. Check, check.
Deuce on the river.
Backdoor flush possible. That's not going to scare Rick.
Maybe a super donkey call, but I'm going to do it.
Got aces.
Aces wins.
Not a super donkey call, just a small donkey call.
Perfect bet. I had ace jack. I had no reason calling with ace jack.
We've had a little bit of everything tonight as high-stakes poker revs back to life.
What have you been up to, Robert?
I did just raising kids, bro. 16 months. They turned 16 months yesterday.
Twin 16-month-old. That's got to be the nut low for sleep.
It's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun.
2 foot's getting big too.
It's not. It's
Sleep well, at least?
It's not so bad because one baby stays with the nanny each night and one stays with us.
Strong play.
Yeah. Otherwise, they just keep.
I was gonna
each
say,
other
like, if
up
you don't
all
keep them in
night.
the same- yeah.
Yeah. So we switch them 2 nights. 2 nights the girl, 2 nights the boy, back and forth.
Oh, boy and girl.
Yeah.
I don't know if you.
Well,
want
he's got
boys.
twin nines here.
Like a lot.
Yeah, but who's
Boy
2
and girl
foot?
seems pretty good.
And my wife was a twin too. She is a twin. She has,
Brothers or
she has an identical sister. Well, not identical. They're fraternal also.
Go down there and ask Rick Solomon who 2 foot is. I think it's one of the twins.
Yeah, different life, bro. Different life. Really enjoying it. Rick was Rick was cool enough to, because Rick got locked up there on the golf course. It was like a vacation, really.
What golf course?
TPC.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was just me, the nanny, wifey, and the kids for 5 months, just ordering Amazon every day, getting steaks from wherever, and barbecue. And the barbecue was going 3 times a week. It really was like a vacation where now you're forced to spend time with the family and the kids, and it was just fantastic.
He was playing poker 20 hours a day.
At least.
It's true. I was in the pool. I was in the pool.
I don't know how he does it. He's in the pool in the Vegas heat in the summertime, and somehow he's got thing. We're still working.
Yeah. I was killing 3 bottles of wine a day.
The real story.
Yeah, that's true.
All this family time, I'm forced to spend it with my family. I'm sitting there going,
Blasting
you were on the
music.
iPad the entire time.
Blasting the music. I wasn't satisfied with the sound, so I switched out Rick's speakers. Got it all. Yeah, I did. The speakers outside are all new.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
What do you care? They got nice speakers in the bowling alley, right?
Sure, but
You still got that old-fashioned jukebox there?
goddamn right. All shook up at the hop.
Well, you can rock and you can roll and you can bop and you can throw.
Oh, at the hop.
20,000.
You play golf?
I don't. And honestly, I think that's going to change very soon. I've been talking
You're
about
going to get young kids, then play golf. That's an interesting.
Well, my goal is to keep Axel out of football, so I'm gonna give him golf lessons, tennis lessons, basketball lessons, everything to try and, because he looks like a football player already. He's like a little miniature Shaquille O'Neal.
Didn't Shaquille play basketball?
I think you're right, yeah.
You ain't gonna never.
Meanwhile, Juan makes another pass of play, does not call with sevens before the flop.
Yeah, right. Come on. All Kanji ever talks about is how good you'd be at football. He would have been the best football player. He would have been the best.
And I grew up in Taiwan. They don't even have football over there. There's not even an option to play football.
It's straight up dangerous, right? I mean, it's a great game.
But going into it, you know it's dangerous. There's a lot of things that are dangerous.
I grew up loving soccer.
I'm a hockey
Did
guy.
you love football growing up?
No way, dude.
Hockey
Football's
can't be
way
more
worse.
dangerous than football.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! I think I'd rather my kid be a UFC fighter than a football player.
Hockey's. Yeah, I think hockey's a little bit safer than football, but I'm biased.
Got a Major League Baseball player at the table. Ask him what's the safest sport to play.
Basketball, tennis,
anything but football.
He's gonna be huge. 31 pounds at 14 months.
31 pounds.
At 14 months, and not overweight. The doctor says he's right on weight. So tall. I told one of my friends that. He says my 5-year-old daughter is 33 pounds.
We're all going to know as much as we want to know about John Robert's family by the end of the season.
Meanwhile, there's some interesting cards here. Petrangelo is 3-bet to 11,000.
And Brandon decides to make a play with a Queen 10 offsuit.
Should have called.
I wonder what a good player would do in my spot.
Same thing a good pitcher would do. Play ball.
What is it? 40?
42 total.
42 total.
I'm trying to do the Ivy strategy, like either 15,000, 20,000. No, this 17. Round numbers. 5Ks.
King 5-3 on the flop.
I don't want to be one of those nerds in here raising 1,700 under the gun.
27,000.
How much more is behind?
1, 2, 150.
Thank you.
Very small continuation bet, 27,000. I think Michael's just going to call it.
Oh, come on, show that one. You stole it.
I don't believe he threw his hand away.
That was garbage.
I think Michael's leaving after this hand, and he's just trying to lock up his win.
Great bet.
That's what you made it 40 to go with free?
42.
Brandon was done with that hand after that 27,000 bet.
Wow.
You're shaking.
Shaking. You seem you'd love a lot more than that.
I'm just kidding.
Out of everyone here to say that.
Next time on High Stakes Poker, a new player joins the game.
What the hell you got?
Well, for $33,000, you get to see both cards. It's quite the deal, isn't it?
Bryn Kenny and Rick Solomon put the high in High Stakes.
Whew, that was almost painful. Very, very close.